I'm so excited to go dancing tonight. I've been feeling this need to release pent up energy, and I'm going by myself. And I've done this before. I don't know if I've done it in Paris actually. Like, I'll usually go out and meet somebody, but I can't remember if I've just gone out by myself because I always have someone. Like, first of all, Will is always down to go out, but he's not available. And then I don't know, I was just like in this mode of like, sometimes I get so tired of having to coordinate with people, or just maybe they say no, and then I'm just like, oh, should I ask this person? Should I ask this person? Because luckily I've made enough friends to have multiple people that I can ask. But this was all about like, I just want to go out and dance and sit down and maybe edit and then maybe dance some more and then go to bed. So simple, no socializing needed unless someone comes up and talks to me. But actually, I feel like that doesn't happen as much here in Paris because, how would I say it? I don't know. I just feel like if I were to go out in different places in the world, sometimes people are more likely to talk to me than others. And in France, I feel like it's not as, or at least in Paris, it's not as common, especially if they're with a group of people. We'll see. Maybe it'll change tonight, but I'm excited to go out, and I'm excited for the place that I'm going to because you can't really go out anywhere by yourself here because people can just get really annoying. You know, it's also like, what are you gonna wear? People can be really annoying about what you're wearing. So I'm excited that I'm going to a chill spot. I'm literally in a sweatshirt and a maxi skirt, I guess you can call it. And yeah, we're gonna have a good time.
Let's go around, go around. Let's go around, go around, let's go around.
Something that's really nice about Paris, even whenever I wasn't speaking that much French, is that I always felt like I was safe enough to get home in the middle of the night, even if I was walking in the city, in any part of the city. And I feel like you can't say that for a lot of places, you know? So yeah, that is a perk. I do know that a friend yesterday said she didn't like it because the guy pulled up on her on a scooter and like blocked her path and didn't feel comfortable. And I'm like, yeah, I wouldn't either. They could be a bit like, when I say they, I mean men. They could be a bit forward. And that's what I was talking about earlier about. It could be annoying the places that you choose to go out, but they never feel aggressive. They just feel like they need to be told like a stern no. But I mean, no is the same in English and in French, so just say it with a French accent, no. And they'll leave you alone. I'm sure I could come up with other things that you could say. Laissez-moi, like leave me. What else? Normally I'll say things like je suis occupée, like I'm busy, because I'll normally have my headphones in. What else do I say? Pas maintenant, not now. All of those really work. Sometimes if they're kind of being nice, you could be like, désolé, like, just sound like, or look really frustrated, like you're having a rough day, just désolé, like, sorry, like, I just can't right now, pas maintenant. That's how I deal with it, and it works pretty good. And I think it's important to mention that I am sober right now, and I think it's so much better to show up to an event sober. Check how everything's going, how you're feeling, are you feeling comfortable in the space, and then after that deciding if you want to take something, because there have been times I have showed up and then I was like, fuck, like I was already high or drunk or whatever, and I was like, I want to leave, but then it was kind of like but I don't want to go home, so then I have to figure out where to go after that, and it turns into like this whole thing when it's like you could avoid all of that if you just wait until you get there and see if that's where you want to stay, because I wasn't exactly sure what I was signing up for today. I just knew I was at a bar that I really liked, and it was only €7, and the people organizing it seemed really cool. That was really like all I needed, and it was walking distance. So yeah, so I'm definitely gonna wait. And then even so, whenever I first started going out by myself, when I was traveling and things, I would have to I think I would normally show up sober, but then when I was there to calm my nerves, I would have to smoke a J. Like that would be the only way I could calm my nerves, because I didn't have like, I guess I was still learning all of these tools to where it's like, you know, you have like these thoughts that creep in and you're like, wait, I don't have to actually follow that thought. That's not a real thing. Like I don't have to fall into this anxiety spiral that's happening. So yeah, so now even sometimes it makes it even harder to enjoy smoking because my brain is working so hard for the simplest things because everything's happening in French. Like I'm trying to get into the bar in French. People want to talk to me casually, like a little chit chat. I'm thinking so hard and I'm like, my brain could not keep up sometimes with that. So yeah, it's just easier, and I think it takes a lot of, I don't know, not restraint or control or anything, but really comfortability with yourself to be okay being sober going into a social situation. And it takes time to get to that, but you know, just like baby steps really help. They always help. And that's literally like the whole premise of my book, where I talked about how to be comfortable, be confident, traveling solo, how to make the baby steps, like to save money financially, to be able to make friends wherever you go. It's all about tiny steps to stretch your comfort zone. This is not where I'm going, but this is a really fun building. I like it a lot. I specifically like the bathrooms a lot. And that might be a weird thing to say, but look at the building. Like, it has such a fun architecture. So you can imagine the inside. Like, so many buildings here are so old. But yeah, cool spot to just grab a drink. They have a lot of things going on where it's not expensive. Usually it's free if you just want to like pop in because you don't know where to start your night, or you don't want to be out late because a lot of parties start at midnight and go till late. This is a nice spot for that. Such an amazing time. I'm so glad I went out for those 2 hours, and it was exactly what I needed. I could leave my purse in a corner. I didn't have to worry about it. No one was on their phone. What else? The security was relaxed enough, which is like really all you can ask for. And yeah, just in general, like, love the spot. Glad I went. And I'm curious if you're the type of person to go out on your own ever, or if that's just like not a thing for you. And if you do go out on your own, what kind of things do you go to? Because it's different if you go to like a concert or a festival, like a bar or a club. Like there are like different levels to it, you know. In this place I really like it because it's bar vibes but also club vibes at the same time, and everyone's super nice. And at one point, before I even walked in, this girl smiled at me. And that's not normal to smile at strangers here. So I was like, oh, such a great spot. And, but I can't tell you about it because then it would just be all over the internet. Because as soon as you like this video and then share it with your friend, it's just gonna snowball. And then everyone's gonna know about it. And then I won't be able to leave my purse in a corner. So sometimes it's like that. But I do create, no, désolé. Hold on, I'll tell you in a sec. But I do offer custom itineraries where it's like food, art, and going out on Fiverr. And it's customized to your music taste, and it has to be a specific type of music taste. Like it has to be in the realm of electronic music. Not really a fan of hard techno. I'm sorry, I can't help you with that, but I can find a lot of different things going on. I also thought it'd be fun to do some kind of organized, I don't know, tour sounds like the wrong word, but it would be like for the people who don't like going out by themselves. If you just want a group of girls, gays or theys, to accompany you, small group, intimate. Maybe grab some food, dance, have a good time. I think that could be fun, especially in Paris, because there's so many options all the time, and a lot of options are quite shit, I must say. So yeah, let me know what you think about that. Also, let me know if you're the type to go out by yourself in the comments. What else? You know, I was having these revelations because when you dance, like, you're moving so much energy through your body. I feel like it's very easy for like thoughts to come through, at least for me. And I was like, you know, going out and dancing by yourself gives me a bit of that same high that I get from solo travel, because you don't have to worry about, oh, does this person want to stay? Do they want to go? Do they like it? Do they want to go sit down? All these different things. But I just like that whole thing of like not having to worry about someone else except myself, and just do what I want when I want. And that's what you get when you solo travel. That's what you get when you go out by yourself. That's what you get when you do anything by yourself, which is so nice. I just remembered, I don't know if you know this about me, but the way I met my husband, Will, who did not come out with me tonight, but I was talking about at the beginning of the video, was on the dance floor when I was out by myself. This girl that I didn't know, but like a friend of a friend, invited me out. I lost her on the dance floor. I'm out, it's like 3 in the morning. I'm just like, da da da. And I mean, long story short, that's the night I met him, and we're still together. So who knows what could happen if you go out by yourself. Also, I guess I should mention, I was at a festival by myself earlier that same day and the day before, and I didn't meet anybody. Like, no one, well, there was one Belgian guy who was really nice, but no one like brought me into their friend group. No one was chatting me up or anything. So I'm not saying this like it's always going to turn into something, but it did for me. And I feel like it's all about giving yourself those opportunities by doing the things that you enjoy, even if you have to go alone, and then seeing what comes from it.